Good evening, dear Foxian. It is a privilege to welcome you all to Gyan Pravah, Flow of Knowledge, a podcast envisioned under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar. I am Dr. Sejal Nayak, Chairperson of Fogsi Endoscopy Committee, and I am honored to host this enlightening platform every month, bringing you wisdom from the legend of our field. Today, we delve into the topic close to my heart, teaching excellence, how great teachers create better students. We have an immense honor to welcoming two remarkable educators and mentors who have shaped countless careers, Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar and Dr. Paul PG, sir. I have been incredibly fortunate to be trained under both of them. Their combined wisdom, surgical expertise, and unwavering guidance have been cornerstone of my growth, not just as a professional, but also as a person. Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar, a President Fogsi, is guiding 46,000 gynecologists and has revolutionized gynecological endoscopy, high-risk obstetric, IVF, oncology, robotics, ovarian rejuvenation, and stem cell therapy. From being past President IAGE, President-elect ISAR, and founder President of Ovarian Rejuvenation, to leading Solo Clinic, IVF, Ruby Hall Clinic, Alive, her contribution.
Today is your day with Dr. Paul.
Sure.
Yes, madam, but beyond all your achievements, she is a mentor, teacher, and a guide. A firm believer that leaders do not just lead, they create more leaders. Her unwavering dedication to teaching has inspired generations, including myself, madam. Along with Dr. Paul PG sir and you have played a pivotal role in shaping my professional and academic journey, and that is what I cherish every day, ma'am. So with immense respect, and now invite you to give your welcome address, madam.
First of all, thank you, Sejal. I don't think whether I need such a high, generous words, but most important thing, you know what, Sejal, you have to understand you are a beautiful soul. I'm sure Dr. Paul will agree to it. It's not only towards me or Dr. Paul, you have shown your respect to every leaders in the field of endoscopy. May it be the presidents or past presidents of IAG, or the endoscopic great surgeons like Dr. Sanjay Patel and Hafiz and everyone who may not be in the organization. And that's why everyone love you, Sejal, and keep your this nature for a long. As far as Foxy is concerned, you are, Foxy also need the chairperson like you who will work very hard than just occupying the chair. You are working for an eagle. Why I took an eagle for a temporary, at least for 1 year in Foxy, to give the strength to the wings of an eagle. All the past presidents of IAG are working very hard on it. But Foxy, being 46,000 gynecologists, can reach out to many more colleges. And we can make it. And I think by now you finished around 50 eagle, which we used to do in entire year. You did it in 2 months. It's well speaks the volume about your work. I'm so glad that you listened to us and you entered in IAG and Foxy. I think me and Dr. Paul are waiting for 2029, where Sejal will be taken as a president of the organization. And I'm sure, dear, you are a visionary, you are very humble. And mainly, the leader is the one who take the people around them. And around 300 endoscopic surgeons, you have combined, you are motivating them, you are pushing them to beyond the boundaries and making those eagle projects. People like Dr. Rajesh Modi, who is so busy, he says, I don't care whether anyone is sponsoring my travel. I'm ready to travel and teach to the medical colleges. That is the interest you created in among these all our endoscopic surgeons. And today I take an opportunity to thank each and every one of you. Having Dr. Paul and the subject of teacher, I think you have chosen the best person and the best topic. That's your intelligence. No one knows you are a gold medalist from your entire career. That shows your excellence in the subject. For me and Dr. Paul, I think it was very easy. It was a moldable, complete the mold, and we have to do nothing. It automatically took the shape. We just take the credit for no reason, I sometimes feel. But thank you so much. And I'll be enjoying this podcast where you will have a dialogue, a student turned leader with another leader in our fraternity. Dr. Paul, you are so highly respected. I know you don't like elections. Whenever we talk about even our votes, you are just laughing, smiling. But I think we are able to pull your son into the stream of our organization, because organization needs strong leaders like you. So you have created the son who will be leading it with us. And whether you are in the organization on chair or not on chair, you have always helped the organization by your teaching and given your valuable time again and again to it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you today to be on a Fogsi platform.
Thank you, Sunita. We are really proud Sejal has come up more than what we had given to you. You have really grown beyond us and continuing our passion to the next generation. Thank you, Sejal, and all the best for you.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. And stay blessed, and we'll enjoy. And I don't know why you both have done the color matching also. That's how we are connected, the teacher and a student. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your valuable time, and thank you for giving us this wonderful platform to all your chairperson. And we are
I know
really
you all are shining. Yeah. That is what the leadership is. Make everyone work and you sit comfortably.
But you are not sitting at all. I have the immense privilege to introduce Dr. Paul PG, a name synonymous with excellence in gynecological endoscopy and surgical mentorship. Chairman of Paul's Hospital, Kochi, he has shaped the careers of countless gynecologists worldwide. A former board member of ISGE and elected member of ASRM since 1997, his contribution to the field are unmatched, having authored 2 books, 41 book chapters, and 50 international journal papers. He is beacon of knowledge and skill. For me, Dr. Paul PG is more than a mentor. He is a guiding force. He has taught me each step and every step of endoscopy, not just refining my surgical skill, but instilling in me the deeper values that define a true surgeon and a great human being. From him, I have learned humility, integrity, contentment, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence, qualities that transcend surgical precision and shape one's character. His legacy is not just in thousands of surgeries he has performed or 1800 plus gynecologists he has trained, but in the values he imparts, showing us that the true greatness lies in lifting others. With deep respect and gratitude, sir, I now invite you, my mentor, my teacher, and my and an extraordinary human being, Dr. Paul PG, sir, to share his wisdom on this invaluable topic of teaching excellence.
Thank you, Sejal, for the kind words.
Thank you and welcome, sir.
Thank you. Bye, dear.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So, sir, today's our topic is teaching excellence, how good teachers create better students. So, we'll not be asking you about the more of the surgical steps and skills which you teach to your students, but more of a how the teaching modalities and that has been evolved over years. So, I would like to first ask you, from where and how have you learned you develop your skills and how you learn your endoscopy, because at that point of time there were nothing to there were no social media, no YouTube videos. So how did you learn your skill?
I was actually introduced to laparoscopy for the first time during my postgraduate days in Baroda. So I was very much impressed by this technology and I kept it in my heart. I should develop it more. And when I was posted in Ernakulam General Hospital, I was given a special task of as a touring surgeon to conduct laparoscopy sterilization camps. So after doing few thousand laparoscopies, I thought I have mastered this, and I was looking for how to progress this. This was the time remarkable change was occurring in the field of gynec endoscopy. Professor Bruha from Clemofera, Kutzam from Germany, they were all trying to do many surgeries which were traditionally done by laparotomy. So I was trying to learn this, but I did not have the opportunity to go abroad and learn. So I used every opportunity in our country where any foreign surgical surgeons were coming and demonstrating. So I utilized those, and I was trying to improve upon.
So were they surgical conferences workshop or the gynecological conference?
It was a gynecological laparoscopy. Mainly, I saw it from the Clermont-Ferrer group.
Oh.
So the main difficulty was getting the instruments and monitoring equipments. Those days, we were supposed to use capnograph because we are using carbon dioxide for the pneumoperitoneum. So a capnograph was a must, and we did not have that opportunity, and operating instruments were very few. So, but finally what I did was I had to buy myself. I bought few hand instruments, and I bought a diathermy myself because in the hospital it was not available for the gynec
So you
department.
were working there as a consultant.
Yes.
It's not your own by you. It was
But
not.
it was government hospital,
Oh,
but
okay,
I
government.
bought my own.
Okay.
So I performed.
So you invested initially in government hospital for your, yeah. That
Yes,
is a
because
one
I
more-
didn't have any other option.
Oh, good.
So I did the first laparoscopic salpingectomy with a minimal instrument and this diathermy for an ectopic pregnancy. That was something unheard of in our region at that time. But that gave me a lot of confidence, and many of my teachers congratulated me. So I thought I should take up
It
this
gave you a
very,
drive.
very seriously. So I was trying to catch up the endoscopic surgery by doing at least a new surgery in every 6 months, and I made a very slow progress because there was no standard techniques, standard instruments, and there were a lot of people who were actually against the keyhole surgery at that time. But after many years, I had an opportunity. One of the senior gynecologists called me, and she said she will buy a endoscopic camera for me, and I started working there. That made all the difference because till then I was directly looking through the scope, and nobody could assist me. When the camera came, it was completely very easy. Somebody can see and assist me, and thereafter we made a big progress.
Yeah.
Progress.
Revolution.
That's how we
Evolved over.
yes, it through
So
years it evolved.
was this your challenges during your learning? Is the inspiration of your teaching to your students?
Because I knew the difficulty. I could not go abroad and learn, so I thought whatever I learned in a hard way, I should transfer to my colleagues in our country. And there were a lot of limitations compared to the Western world. We had limited equipments and the environment to learn. So I had already modified equipments and instruments, and we could do it in our own setup.
So do you still believe that same philosophy when you started teaching? Same, is it relevant today?
Now things are very easy because during my time there were no teachers. It was mostly self-learning and improving. Now there are a lot of doctors who are already trained, and many of these procedures are standardized, and instruments are available, and now people can afford also. The concept of using costly instrument has now changed. Now people buy more costlier equipment rather than trying to reduce the cost.
Sir, my another question would be, what key qualities or the skills do you believe a distinguished good teacher from a great teacher? Like, what would be the difference? Like, as you said, there are many teachers, like many mentors and many fellowship programs going on. So what is the distinguished quality that you see, especially in endoscopy, because laparoscopy is being a very skilled
One, the teacher should have a wide experience so that he could, you might have gone through all varieties of cases and you might have already experience of managing complications. That much confidence the teacher should have. The next is most of the teachers don't have enough patience. When you teach somebody, it takes away your time. If you do a surgery in 1 hour, at least it will take another half an hour, 45 minutes when you teach somebody, and you have to patiently wait and watch. And many teachers feel like taking over and finishing the surgery. So that patience is very important, but that comes with your passion. You want to teach somebody and yes, want to bring up them. And to my knowledge, there were teachers in our days who will close their operating room for others so that nobody will come and learn new techniques. No, it was not rare. It happened. It was happening in many parts of our country. Very skilled surgeons. But I think you should have the passion that whatever you learned, it should be transferred so that the whole society get benefited by this.
Sir, we used to love that 1 hour, golden hour of our fellowship. That one initial hour you have been given us for entire fellowship, all the cases, and you patiently watching us doing whatever the steps we are doing, and the confidence being there in the OT that your students, even if they are doing something wrong, you immediately make it correct. And it is the confidence of, as you said, teacher, that you are capable of handling any, will not let the patient to suffer, while they will not be the guinea pig for the training. So
every step we monitor and try to avoid getting into any complications.
As far we standardize each steps of training while training. So wonderful, sir. Sir, the students of you having so many students, they all are of variety of level of understanding, capability, skills, and endoscopy being very technically challenging. How do you change your technique students to students, or do you require some different modalities for individual?
I think I have trained so many people. Initially, majority wanted a basic laparoscopy diagnostics. So that teaching was mostly done on the patient. I take their hand and tell them how to do it, and physically support, mentally support, and that's how. Now things have changed. People want to learn more, and my initial training was only for 2 weeks. So that includes some lectures, pelvic trainer exercises. But now many youngsters want to really come out, and we have started a fellowship course which is lasting 1 year. And the aim of that course was actually to make somebody fully equipped after this training, where it was a structured training where the initial few months they will be assisting and they will be acquiring the theoretical knowledge, and every endoscopic surgeon should have a good knowledge of the equipments. When I had seen in other places, nobody knows exactly about the surgeon doesn't know much about the equipment, especially the hardware, and a technician used to handle. But to me, I learned everything personally, so I used to teach them how to manage simple problems with the equipment, how to make alternate arrangements. So systematically all these things are taught to them, and they do several hundred by assisting, and finally they all do independently. But I watch every step of the surgery. That give them more confidence that their every step is being watched and supervised. And I thought that should be the way everybody should learn. But difficult to get good teachers in this era because everybody is busy. They want to spend less time. In the
Experience and patience, as you say. It's so, sir, any memorable story, any memorable event, or the student, anyone that have made the remarkable, change in the as you are proud of it, or so something that you can share with us on this platform.
Actually, I am very proud, and I personally think that the student should excel the teacher. Many teachers cannot afford or tolerate that the students are becoming bigger than the teacher.
The third quality is being humble and
no, that's how science progress. No, the endoscopy should not stop with my level of expertise. It should go beyond that. So that's the natural way. So many of my students, some of them are slow learners, some of them are fast learners, but there is no difference. Both of them do very well. I remember one of my slow learning student, I thought she will take a lot of time. And after 6 months, once I visited her hospital, the head nurse was telling, sir, your student has done hysterectomy for me. So the way she progressed and took confidence of their own head nurse to undergo surgery was something great. Another group of especially Sejal, yeah, no, you had done a wonderful job, and your teaching level is slightly different. You have taken it in a grand scale, and under the leadership of Fogsi, you are taking over and teaching in all over India by entrusting skilled endoscopic surgeons to teach in their local area. I think that's a good move, and you should continue this. I'm really proud of it.
Thank you, sir. So that may be through association we can reach to the many people because it's a same thinking, same mind people's association, as you said, and one-to-one with the individual mentorship you can have the impact on an individual's life. Sir, in your opinion, how can the field of laparoscopy education be further innovated to create even better future, better surgeon, better teachers?
I find the new generation, a lot of them are taking up ART more than endoscopy. Any surgical specialty takes a lot of time to learn and perfect your technique. So unless you are impressed during your postgraduate days, later on they have less chance to pick up something new or get inspired by a specialty. So all medical colleges should have more stress on endoscopic surgery. I think at the present it is comparatively less. So the problem mostly I heard was most of the head of the department, they are so busy with so many other activities of the teaching. A good youngster should be interested on endoscopy teaching alone. Then only the endoscopy can progress and you can impress or inspire students to take up this specialty. And definitely surgical branch, gynecology is a surgical branch, and most of the surgeries should be done by endoscopy, and this should start in the medical college itself. Definitely we have good training centers, now a lot of experienced people and all this visual media and all are really good to improve upon their technical skills.
So very rightly said, sir. So this being a excellent teacher, Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar is one of the very great teacher, and this under her visionary, her brainchild was the Eagle project. Exactly, we are doing this. We have done in IAG, and we are doing this with the Fogsi also. That we are sensitizing the medical students to, during their postgraduate level. We are creating this
Training
laparoscopic surgery are not that difficult, which is like, you know, being a long learning curve, and these all excuses are there. So it's not that difficult. We demonstrate them with a live operative workshop for a day. Entire India we are trying to cover it up. So wonderfully, correctly said, sir. I would like to have some rapid fire questions if time permits and if you agree. So that would be a one word or a very short sentence, I expect. That the first thought that comes into your mind. The best advice you have received so far as a student from your teacher.
I don't remember the exact situation. Whenever I have been encouraged by some skills I have demonstrated, that was the best moment probably I cherish.
Okay. And the best advice you have given to your student?
I always tell this training is only a beginning for your career. Any speciality needs further refinements, and it is in your hand, and you should continue to learn and teach, and that type of interaction makes your procedure, your skill more perfect.
The most challenging skill or biggest hurdle that you feel that needs to be overcome for, like, as all endoscopists under training. So what they feel most challenging in endoscopic training?
One is some of them are have a very rigid ideas. You should be very flexible if you want to improve upon. And many gynecologists or our young students try to use ergonomically. They don't have the, for example, they may not use the left hand, they may not use the foot switch. So this hand-eye coordination is the one which you have to develop during the, if you want to excel in endoscopic surgery.
So that would be the most challenging. Once the hand, eye, legs, brain, everything is coordinated
together. That's true.
Yeah. One thing that each skill endoscopist should have built in them to be a good endoscopic. That you cannot teach. That should be.
One, you should be patient enough, and because the progress will be very slow, and you should be very systematic. You cannot do a surgery haphazardly if you do like in open surgery, because if you make a big bleeding, suddenly you can't do anything further. So very small, precise, calculated steps, that type of systematic surgery is very important for an endoscopic surgeon.
So one has to be very organized.
That's true.
Does endoscopy is most financial and time demanding branch?
When we all started, it was financially a very costly affair, but now compared to many equipments, endoscopic surgery equipments are not that costly. You can get the type of equipment which you can afford. Time entirely depends on, because when I started laparoscopic salpingectomy, we initially took some time, and later on we could actually do half the time of a laparotomy salpingectomy. So it depends on how well you are trained and how you develop your perseverance. So time factor will not come that way.
One advice to new student.
One, you should have the passion to learn this technique, and you should be patient enough to make slow, continuous progress. Many people
don't expect the miracle in a very first day.
That's true. And should be a continuous process. You go on improving every time. You should have that interest and passion then only you can progress fast.
Similarly, one advice to new teacher.
New teacher should not look at the watch when you teach. It's the perfection, and safe surgery is the most important thing. So if you have that in mind, then that should be the first priority for a teacher.
Sir, have you ever feel setback as a teacher, or have you ever like felt I should never be, I shouldn't have been a teacher, even not for an entire life, for a momentary phase? Okay. Like every married couple say we should never have married each other. So anything?
No, when I started teaching, because once I learned laparoscopy, the next assignment for me in government setup was as a teacher to teach laparoscopy. So a lot of my colleagues asked, if you teach all these people, you will go out of job. I never felt that, because I was confident enough. I will also be making progress with the students so that I can still keep up. And at some stage, once they all reach my stage, they should further progress. So I take it as a privilege, or I like to see my students coming up and even excel the teacher. That's a pleasant moment for me.
So what is more satisfying for you? You operating a very challenging case and patient going home well, or your student doing independent simple cases? What gives you the immense level of satisfaction to you?
No, curing a patient gives you, all of us as a gynecologist, as a doctor, we all feel
that is why we are. That is why we are
very happy. And once your student learns and do a perfect surgery, that's quite satisfying, because this is the way the world goes. The next generation should take over. So one of my students finishes the surgery without a complication, doing the way it should be, then that's also
equally
satisfying.
Where do you see future of endoscopy training is concerned after like 50 years of now?
I'm not sure the endoscopic surgery will be more of robotic in those days, because we are all using robotic skills for our day-to-day life. Now even school children use AI for their writing their school
brain at rest.
So that will be the way it should be, and it will be more easier in the future, because a lot of things can be, for example, when we do a surgery, the AI tell you this is how a perfect surgeon or expert will be doing. They will get that type of information during the surgery itself. I think this is teaching will be a different level.
This is ureter, don't go near. This is you trying.
Or your teacher was doing like this, that type of feedback, not physical feedback I'm talking.
Yeah,
you get some
voice.
type of feedback.
Yes,
you get, or even the robot can itself move and do the surgery the way you want. No, that's what many of the AI work is being done. So teaching will be there, but at a different level. At a different level.
The perspective will change.
But still the role of a mentor will be there, and the type of mentorship will be different in those days.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a wonderful talking to you, and it was really going to be motivate many of new comers and the to opt for the endoscopy further, and new teachers also. It will really give them insight of their teaching techniques and being a wonderful teacher, mentor. And one quality that I must appreciate, sir, your students are forever students to you. Even after 15 years of fellowship at your place, still you take care of each and every individual. And we just, from students' part of my view, that we just didn't learn only the endoscopy from you. We have learned many things, to be meticulous, to be particular, to be organized, to be arranged, to be pre-planned, to be humble, to be very, let it go in nature. And one advice I really appreciate, you told me to start my own center from as early as possible. So thank you so much that I'm following you still. Thank you so much for your time.
pleasure.
And I really enjoy, sir. That was a completely different conversation between us.
That's true. I really enjoyed, and I could give
Thank
some
you
of my
to-
insights to
To the audience
To the
and the Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar madam, she has taken this initiative. We never knew that it would be really a light and pleasant moment for everyone else. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sej.
Thank you.
Bye.